Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be, and welcome. Today we're gonna play part 3 of The Lost Crown, a ghost hunting adventure. And this time I got my boy Frankenstein's monster joining us. So we should have a blast, I'm hoping. I hope everybody will too. I hope you've been liking the previous playthroughs. I'll have a lot more energy on this one, as you can already tell by my voice, I'm sure. If you have any questions, comments, please post them, but keep them civil and with good vibes. You know, a little snarky, a little sarcastic, not a problem. I hope everyone's having a great day out there. We're going to be doing the Lost Crown, a ghost hunting adventure. And unlike the ghost hunters you see on TV, someone were just going there just to, use their little gadgets and then like ask it, the entity to move something and then like scream, "Ah, I moved," and run away. It's like, what the heck? You just asked it to do something and it responded. You should say thank you. It is appreciated. And maybe even ask, they ask a bunch of questions, but they never ask, what's keeping you here? Can we help you to move on or something like that, and then actually, do some prayers, get a priest or a spiritual or some other spiritualist who can help the entities move on. Dead Files seems to do a really good job of that. So that said, in this game, it shows you a little bit of how that can possibly work. How that possibly works, because Jonathan Boakes does this sort of thing as well. Bear with me, I'm just adjusting the settings on this microphone. So without further ado, it is time for the Lost Crown Ghost Hunting Adventure. And our guy with the Sith is back in between the trees in the middle over here. We're gonna click on the go back, the tarot, the sun card. We're gonna click on relive your past. And our continued playthrough is here. Now, for those of you, this is a little bit of a catch up of where we were. So right now we just talked to this guy and we're talking to him about the monoliths we saw earlier. We're gonna go through that discussion again. I'm just gonna check to see if we missed anything here. So we clicked on one of his maps, right? And what does it say? It says, "I found another stone this morning in the deeper corners of the Carian wood. It was a wonderful atmosphere. May Day approaches, so all the wood was abud, sap and leaf. Once again, the circular stone features a geometric pattern, which must be of some significance, yet I am none the wiser. Yet if Catherine can leave me to my work, I may be able to crack the enigma. Will sharpen the chisel." Oh, he cracked it, alright. There. See? Cracked it right in half. This is a map of the Carian woods. Something we did not have before. I found some sturdy oak pails, which we just took from him before, at the end of the lane. They no doubt belonged to that scarecrow of a farmer, so I did not feel guilty when I stole them. So they fit most snugly into the holes. The 4 large stone columns dominate the upper area of the Carian wood. Their purpose is a mystery to me, but they have no apparent function. We have nicknamed them the millstones, as they appeared to be able to turn on the spot. The round slabs beneath each monolith are very much like the rounded stones you would find in a small found in a mill, rather, not a small, but found in a mill, but are decorated with archaic scripture. Latest geology survey has found that the region of Anglia, the nearby forests known locally as the Carian wood, has roots burrowing deep into a natural earthen mound. The huge hill is broken by stony outcrops and architectural debris. Imagine many have lived and died near this hill. Oh, I'm sorry. Imagine many men have lived and died near this hill, and women, leaving clues to who they were and what they were doing. I found evidence of both Metal and Stone Age iron deposits, as well as bronze, tin, and copper have been found in the stone taken from the summit close to the point I found that I can only describe as ancient stone monoliths. They are most intriguing. Who built them? I should travel to the museum at Saxton to learn as much as recorded history as possible. When buying this old heap of bricks, we never could have known we were sitting on such an exciting region. The summit affords the most breathtaking views. Perhaps that is true reason the stone monoliths exist. Could they have an aesthetic value or religious significance? Lords and ladies, aka cuckoos. Oh, I love that one. Okay. So what do we have here?
Is it blood? No, more like fruit stains. Yes, or tumbled berries.
Aha! Okay. Frankie wasn't moving there for a moment, so I had to make sure I was in quite the proper distance to make Frankie move. Frankie, the monster. So we're just going to replay our conversation with this fella here.
I am sorry for disturbing your work earlier today.
No, it is I who should apologize. I get carried away, you see.
I'd like to discuss something with you.
Very well, there's no time like the present.
Catherine is a wonderful cook and great company.
Aye, she's a pretty young thing, and sharp as a blackthorn. I don't know what I'd do without her.
She seems devoted.
Aye, but that old scarecrow up the lane has his eye on her.
The farmer? I don't think you have any worries, Mr. Carswell. Was the broth to your satisfaction?
Wonderful, as always. Oh, yes. It amazes me what Catherine can conjure from the weeds that grow around this old farm.
Old farm? Ah, maybe you can help me.
Do you know anything about these previous owners? The egg.
Do you know anything about the previous owners, the Aegers?
Ager. No, can't say that I do. We nabbed this place at auction back in the 60s.
The 60s? But you were only... Never mind. Do go on.
Well, the place was done for, burnt out, falling down. Cost us, well, Catherine's folks, a pretty penny to make it livable again.
Did you find anything valuable when you first arrived here?
Did you find anything valuable when you first arrived?
Valuable? Well, no. There were a few sheep camped out in the park.
No hidden passages? Compartments? Treasures?
Ha, you've been reading too much Enid Blyton.
Is there anything significant about the house?
Well, they say that the house is one of the last of Northfield.
Northfield?
Aye, the old village name. The rest is gone now, but the church remains.
The church? What church?
Aye, it's up through the woods, somewhere.
You're not a churchy person?
Ah, not really. Not really the happy, clappy type.
Is there anything significant about the house?
Well, they say that the house is one of the last of Northfield.
Northfield?
Aye, the old village name. The rest is gone now, but the church remains.
The church? What church?
Aye, it's up through the woods, somewhere.
You're not a churchy person?
Ah, not really. Not really the happy, clappy type.
Let's talk about something else.
Very well.
What are you up to? It looks like archaeology.
Close. It's actually geology. Well, that's what I tell myself.
Are you stuck with something?
Ah, you could say that. I found this slab near the old millstones, up in Carian wood.
Sorry about that, everybody. I just responded to a message from my sister and my mom. They just arrived at the location that they were going to for vacation, so just wanted to make sure replied back to them.
What are these round slabs for?
That's what I'm trying to work out. They have a pattern on them, a symbol,
Do you think it's significant?
a story perhaps, or direction. I found them near the millstones.
So you think there's a connection?
Aye, I do. You should read my notes if you haven't already.
Yep, you read them. Where did you find the round slabs?
Where did you find the round slabs?
Scattered all over Carian wood. Some were under the soil. Others were exposed, like they were waiting to be found.
The woods have a strange atmosphere, don't you think?
Aye, they do. I don't mind admitting that there's corners to that wood that give me the shivers.
Ghosts, perhaps.
Oh, listen to us, spooking ourselves.
Let's talk about something else.
Very well.
What are you up to? It looks like archaeology.
Close. It's actually geology. Well, that's what I tell myself.
Are you stuck with something?
Ah, you could say that. I found this slab near the old millstones, up in Carian wood.
Where did you find the round slabs?
Scattered all over Carian wood. Some were under the soil. Others were exposed, like they were waiting to be found.
The woods have a strange atmosphere, don't you think?
Aye, they do. I don't mind admitting that there's corners to that wood that give me the shivers.
Ghosts, perhaps.
Oh, sorry, we did the whole thing again.
Let's talk about...
Very well.
Have you lived here long?
Getting on for a few years now. Why do you ask?
I think we asked him everything there.
Let's talk about something...
Very well.
I'll leave you in peace.
Pop back should you need anything.
I already have this. This must be the soothing balm. I already have this. I already have this.
I'm trying to see if I can find like all of the flowers so I can get the
I already have this.
the achievement, but I think it's broken.
I already have this.
Let's go into the Carian woods. Okay, so now we've got that attached. Big question mark is, which one do we want to go with? So what we need to do is see which one this one should be. Should it be winter, summer, or fall, or spring? The current symbol that we're looking at right now on here, the thing with can like the rays from the sun coming down on an angle. That one is considered the summer season. What we're going to do here is I'm going to turn this to the winter symbol. Which I believe is this one. The V with the... Actually, I'm wrong. That's the winter symbol. Alright, so now we're going to go to monolith 2. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I bet you all want to see what it looks like inside of it, right? So now that we changed it, we got what looks like an eye peering at us, doesn't it? Round and then another round, like an eye with a, like somebody's watching us, looking directly at us. Ooh. This is Monolith 2. And according to my notes from a previous playthrough, Monolith 2, we need to... This one needs the spring symbol. We already know what the winter is. Spring is actually where it's at right now. It's already set to it. It looks like a pyramid upside down. And that's what that one looks like right now. Okay, good. So the final one, I bet needs to be summer. Am I right? Let me see. Number 3, you need to rotate to summer. Yes. The third one right here. So the summer symbol is the one with the light shining down. That's not it, but I wanted to show you what the different ones would look like. We had that, and this one looks like some creature with claws. Looks like the path, and this is the summer. Because that kind of looks like the sun with 3 rays beaming down sideways. But we don't have it set right because we still don't see it. Or do I need to go down to number 1? I forget. Sorry, reading through my notes real quick here. Should have read these earlier. Oh right, we have to return to number 1. That's why I don't see it. Happy Halloween to anyone who celebrates it. Welcome, welcome. Oh wait, we do need one thing from here. Maybe he can get it now. We're gonna need this in the future. It's that. It's something I think.
Woodland mushrooms.
Oh, it's the mushrooms? Okay, we don't need those, but we'll take them anyway. We do need this, the acorn in the future.
Sap is dripping from the branches, like the trees are bleeding.
Let's see, does he take it? He doesn't take it, okay. Well, we'll get that next time. Later on, we'll need it in the future. So now that we're here, I probably should look through the other monolith just to see what it looked like, but you can see the church.
That must be the Tower of North.
That was an ancient telescope, basically.
Now I know where to find it.
So now after all that, the one path that all of us would have taken, you know, just to explore and see what was there, we can now take. Just taking the long way here. Nice path. Oh, I like how they cleared it out.
I already have.
So now we can go this way. This is the path that he refused to take before because he didn't know where it might lead, but he takes these other 2 paths not knowing where they might lead either.
Does someone
Who's following him? You see anybody? I don't see anything, but I hear it. The Carswells, Catherine and Robert, were an odd couple. There was something strange about them. Why did Catherine tell me to avoid the train tracks? I found a church, Northfield Church, hidden away in the Carian woods. It's a foreboding kind of place, steeped in ancient history, death, and the legends of the county, not country, county. A perfect place to practice my ghost hunting skills, maybe. A nighttime return may also be revealing. What destroyed the village of Northfield? What connection do the Aegers have to Northfield and Saxton? Gain someone's trust. Enable a nighttime return. Observe supernatural activity with a night vision camera. Try to record an EVP. Are there any hidden messages? Messages. Photograph paranormal activity. There must be something.
Large black crows are watching me. The graveyard is well kept for somewhere so isolated. A rusty metal letter.
Yeah, if you found a rusty letter on a tombstone, would you take it, or would you just leave it there? I would probably just leave it there, but see if I can find someone that takes care of the cemetery. Ask them about it.
The graveyard is well kept for somewhere so isolated.
In this case, he's just gonna take it along.
Large black crows are watching me.
Somebody's watching me. Ooh, baby.
The graveyard is well kept for somewhere so isolated. Is that a crown? Yes, definitely a crown. A rusty metal letter. Thomas Ager.
Let's read. One moment. Gurney has seen and heard enough. He invites his own demise. Ditch these gossiping lips and gouge those prying eyes. I'll take those burrowing hands of his and bury them deep under tombs of stone. Gurney has seen and heard enough. I spoke to my brothers by candlelight. A pact was sealed that endless night. No one, not a soul, must disturb the crown. All would fall, all would drown. From leafy hedge to stony town, no thieving fool or greedy filth must ever find the crown. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, somebody losing their mind. Ooh-wee, somebody losing their mind. Alright, so let's keep hunting. We're not hunting, but let's keep finding those items.
Large black crows.
The crows are watching us. They're watching us, baby. Oh, what are they gonna do? Oh, baby, baby. One more. William Aga, 1918 to 1949. Finally at peace, long may he rest.
3 crowns. A link to the legend. William Aga. Aga. A name to look out for. A rusty metal letter.
So, before we do anything else, we're gonna keep searching around. Keep searching. I'm not gonna go that way just yet.
A rusty metal letter.
He's got good eyes to be able to spot that.
Large black crows are watching me.
Somebody's watching me, baby.
The gravestone is missing letters.
Yes, it is. It's missing some letters. We're gonna put it together, maybe. Hopefully.
Large black crows.
But at least this one's not watching us. Not yet, anyway.
No one has been through there for decades. Decorative gravestone. Decorative gravestone. A rusty metal letter. No one has been through.
Gonna keep searching this graveyard for just a few more moments, folks.
A pile of rubble, masonry, and broken gravestones, covered in weeds and flowers. Nature is taking back what was borrowed.
I think tomorrow, when we come back at nighttime to this place, that would be a key location. Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
Excuse me, may I disturb you?
No worries, lad. You don't disturb me.
Strange job you have. Grave digging.
Preparing the bed is what I prefer to call it.
I'm visiting the church. I've travelled from Saxton.
Well, ain't that something? Run along, lad. Do your visiting.
Why do the crows not come into this area of the churchyard?
Them old crows know better than to dwell near open graves.
Can you spare me a few moments? I have some questions.
I'm rather busy, lad. If I can get my work done, I'll have some time for you.
Perhaps I can help.
That you probably can.
Just say the word, and I'll be straight on it.
Oh, lad, you are eager. Perhaps you'll be the lucky one.
The lucky one?
Oh, don't mind me. Just speaking out loud. I'm only used to the birds, you see. Damn birds. Black as ink they are. They've taken poor Tom again, taken him, and scattered him all over.
What do you mean?
Taken his name, and scattered him all over. If you put poor Tom together again, I reckon I might have a few moments to, converse.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. A rusty metal letter.
With me own bare hands, always digging.
Is there something over here? I think we've already checked. Yep. All right, let's go see if we can put Tom back together again. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. Large black crows, they be watching me, baby. Go this way, go this way. Where is Tom? We already found that.
The gravestone is missing letters.
Tom Henry Oliver.
Tom Oliver. So now I know. The gravestone is complete.
Northfield. On the 20th of August.
Tom Oliver.
We put the old boy back together again, we did. We did. Now we go this way. Wrong way again.
Large black...
Excuse me. Did not mean to sneeze.
Excuse me. May I disturb you?
No worries, lad. You don't disturb me.
I finished putting poor old Tom back together.
That you have, lad. He's looking on you kindly now. I've got more time for your questions, if you have something to ask.
Why are there so many crows in the churchyard?
They say there's a crow for every soul in this yard. They do. Watch how they be looking at you. The bad side of a crow's gaze has been known to strike a man down where he stands.
Does the name Ager mean anything to you?
Agers, is it? I should have known. What you be wanting with them?
Did you know any of the Ager family?
Yes, I knew William Ager. Not personally, but I knew of him. He wasn't, how shall I say this, quite right in the head. A bit simple, if you know what I mean. Oh, this was back in the 1940s. Ager didn't go to fight. He was sickly. Bad breathing, bad heart, bad everything. They say the family spread their seed too thinly. Deformities and so forth.
Was there a connection between the Agers and the legend of the Anglo-Saxon crown?
There's talk that those Agers knew the location of that last crown, and I'm guessing they weren't the only ones. People don't go looking for things that don't need finding. The people of the Fens are superstitious folk, you know. They believe in the old ways, the ways of the land. It's best not to disturb them who sleep.
What connections do the Agers have with the church?
Oh, that's a good one. Thomas Ager was a rector of this parish 200 years past. Odd fellow he was. Greedy and deceitful. We ain't allowed to talk about him to the vicar. He won't hear a bad word against him. But I can tell you there was darkness in his heart. Old Nick knew it. Some say it cost him his life. Poor old Nick.
Where can I find out more about the Ager family?
William Ager. He died in the 40s. Terrible for him it was. He died of tuberculosis. Water on the lungs. I heard he was near hysterical, terrified that there'd be no one left to carry the family name. You see, some folks say the Agers were guarding a great secret, entrusted to the family for centuries. I'd start with the museum folks in Saxton, or old Nanny Noah. She knows a thing or two.
Can I ask about something else?
Go ahead, lad.
The church is very isolated. Why is that?
A great plague. The Black Death. 12th century it was. A terrible time, lad. Truly terrible. Dead littered the streets and lanes of Northfield. Cattle and livestock roamed the country, unattended. Brother deserted brother. Mother deserted her young. 1/3 of the people died, all across Europe. Timber buildings soon rot away, and there ain't nothing to show for Northfield. It's a ghost of its former self.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Aye, that I do. The friends we have in life are still with us.
Are there any ghosts here at Northfield?
Aye, I'd say so. Old Nick walks this churchyard after dark. He's looking for something, that's for sure. You've probably met old Nick. He's in the church, laid out on his back, poor devil. I be reckoning he's the one you want to see. A word of warning, though. Be careful how you're looking on him.
What do you think ghosts are?
Well, I never. What a question. I can't say I know. Spirits, maybe? Those who need to move on. There's something they have to know. Or something they want to tell us. Maybe they've got unfinished business with the living. Either way, I don't bother them and they don't bother me.
Can I come back here tonight to ghost hunt?
Hunting ghosts, is it? Those who go looking for the dead are asking for trouble. You watch what you're doing. The dead folk of Northfield won't take kindly to any disrespect. But if you're determined, I'm thinking I might leave the doors open tonight and light you a few candles.
Can I ask about something else?
Go ahead, lad.
I'll get on with my visit.
Be seeing you, laddie. Be seeing you.